Howdy howdy! This is a tabletop game we played with some friends based off of a homebrew universe. It's basically a sci-fi space adventure, kind of like Treasure Planet, but if everyone hated each other. I'm Sal, and I'm the one trying to steer this burning ship as the DM. The player characters are as follows. John is a runaway prince with narcolepsy, literal baby man, and is zoned out somewhere in what I like to call John space most of the time. Lotsa is a house husband with a dead wife, who has a deep belief everyone not from his home country of Grimstadt is the worst. He's effeminate in a way that a very annoying vampire who mostly just misses his own reflection is. Tarek is the muscle who dresses like a tropical bird who's really trying to make a strong comeback after years of failure. He mostly thinks with his fists, and for all we know right now, he is the most coveted of tropes. The himbo. Elle is an experienced space pirate who has a mouth full of teeth that make people think, what exactly happened to you in the womb? And has convinced herself that pants are only places someone could hide a tracking chip, so why take the risk? Don't trust the cute style of the heart shades. She will blow you up. And then there's Clary? Who is Clary? What is Clary? That's for Clary to know. All we can do is admire her overalls and stoic silence. Mom vibes, but in the way where you sort of assume that she has tasted death. So the story begins with everyone meeting up, having picked up a flyer with a job offer as space pirates on the ship of Captain Aphrodite. So, while everyone else converges on the little dock where Aphrodite's big space boat is parked, John gets a lovely first roll and crashes his ship directly into it, and falls immediately unconscious. Great tone setter for how this team is going to operate. So we meet Captain Aphrodite for the first time, a giant woman standing at 6'5", and to sum up her image quickly, she's just better than us. She ushers all of us into the vessel. First impressions are great. John is just there, on the couch, still unconscious. Lotsa accidentally assumes John is a child and is just, hey, free child labor, which immediately motivates Tarek to protect this supposed child moving forward. It finally hits Lotsa that child labor is just a thing that, for some reason, they don't do outside of the freak Tim Burton nightmare his home is. He scurries off to make tea and make himself scarce. Now, Elle is a bit of a paranoid person, and by paranoid I mean she assumed anything and everything could have bombs in it just waiting to blow her up. So she pursues Lotsa on his tea-making mission because obviously the only reason someone makes tea alone is clearly to plot a murder. Lotsa, in a panic, makes sure to clarify that the only bomb he knows how to make is some bomb-ass tea. And that's about the height of what we can expect from Lotsa's humor. Clary is just there to do her job. God help Clary. So while John continues to sleep off a ship crash and all of the players slowly realize none of them have built their characters with any medical skill at all. None. The crew gets their first objective from the captain. Obtain a giant robot from where else? Lotsa's Tim Burton nightmare city where child slavery is apparently as mundane as coffee in the morning. John wakes up, finally introduces himself, and Tarek has decided that he is his child now, and if anything happens to him, he will kill everyone and then himself. So to explain the setting for a moment, while the characters in the universe assume they're in space, they're actually living underneath the ocean. But if the ocean was designed by Lisa Frank, there's 6 capital cities and a collection of reefs humans live on and travel between. Our first stop is right at the bottom, Grimstadt. Everyone there is albino, shops at Hot Topic, and have some sort of religious fixation on the moons and how they're convinced they should be around somewhere. Basically, everything was fine before one day the moons were like, hey, I'm going out to pick up some milk. And Grimstott's been a little off ever since. So obviously, the first order of business was a wardrobe change. Elle saved a lot on pants. Everyone was pretty much in line with the exception of 2 crew members. The cosmic forces of creature and man alike could not separate Clary from her overalls. And then Tarek. Tarek has decided that he is going to wear the furthest from appropriate thing he can. All rolls to dissuade him fail, and Tarek simply reminds us he could probably kick the ass of that twink-ass nation, and we gotta give him that one, he's probably right. So, a quick little swim down to Spooky Town, and we all pile out of the ship. Grimstott's been through some hard times lately. Sorta burned down, bombed to hell, rabid mermaid attacks. Did I forget to mention there's like a giant ocean-wide war going on? It doesn't matter, we're pirates, don't even worry about it. Lotsa's obviously not happy to be back. And while Tarek feels a tiny pang of sympathy for him, he remembers this is a twink-ass nation full of weirdos like Lotsa, so it passes over him like a gentle wave. So, we think we're gonna have a nice time and meet no spooky people in Spooky Town. Bam! Instant cultists. Moon cult, come to the moon church, you won't die. Wait! There's a familiar little baby man face. Cultist woman starts prying into our little John boy. See, John was very clever. When he ran away, he just didn't disguise himself. At all. When John ran away, everyone sort of assumed he was making some great grandstand against the government. The truth is that he was, like, really bored. So the kid's name has gone around. John continues to flex his extreme skills at the art of subterfuge and awkwardly mumbles his way through the exchange. The only thing saving him from immediate exposure being the idiot brains the rest of his crew possessed. So, Aphrodite decides, nope, no, I don't have time for this, and slaps the hell out of the cultist. Lotsa falls in love with her the moment she performs a single action, an ongoing theme for him going forward. So the crew bails and starts booking it towards Aphrodite's mechanic friend, and they even get there. But a certain dread descends upon the pirates. There was her workshop, completely destroyed after the attack on Grimstott, and Aphrodite's contact and likely friend buried in the wreckage. Aphrodite rushes forward as the flattened woman managed the words, "I didn't think she'd be back." Just then, a cinematically timed ship of immense proportions appears from the smoke. And our brave pirates do what? They run away. Again. Rushing back to the ship, they encounter the cultists once more. And again, having no time for this, Tarek fulfills his role as the muscle and bang zoom, right over the moon. They're gone. The team actually reaches their ship and piles inside, and it's now a desperate chase between us and the mysterious woman who killed the other mysterious woman we met under a rock. So Clary heroically takes the wheel, and even though Lotsa's supposed to be the pilot, he's just not doing it for some reason. That will be very relevant later. Miraculously, the crew loses the mystery woman in the abyss. Noble cowards indeed. The crew gets a moment to breathe and decides this is the perfect time to interrogate the child. Next time on Flop Ear Tavern, we harass what we assume is a child. A fun party city vacation. The notion of the consumption of immortal flesh. To be continued. Thanks for watching. This will be an ongoing series on our campaign, so like and subscribe if you're enjoying it.